Most people think that replacing their salary with a car rental business is too good to be true, but guys, they think it's too complicated or it costs too much money to start or what about insurance? But here's the reality, guys. It's actually way simpler than you think. So today, I'm going to be walking you guys through exactly how this works, and I'm going to be showing you guys the actual process step by step. First off, let's talk about what this business actually is. Essentially, the business is simple. You buy a car, you rent it out to somebody who wants a car to drive, and you collect the money. It's that simple. It's a tried and true business. Hertz has been doing it since 1904. Michael didn't invent this stuff, all right? That's it. It's not complicated. You don't need complicated systems. You don't need funnels. You don't need all of this stuff. No employees needed, at least when you start, all right? No fancy tech needed either. You're doing exactly what the big boys do, like Hertz, Enterprise, all of these guys, just on a smaller scale. Why does this work? Because people need cars, all right? For whatever reason, maybe their car's in the shop, or maybe at the moment they can't afford to finance or buy a car. The credit's not where it needs to be at. You have the cars, and they pay you to use them. This is nothing new in society. People are renting out their homes now, renting out rooms in their homes. People are renting out their pools to people to use. All right. So we live in that kind of economy, right? People are renting out their bikes, all kinds of stuff. Why can't you rent your car out? This is nothing new. If you're watching this, guys, and you actually are ready to start a car rental business and you want help doing it the right way, guys, I want you to click the link in the description. All right. Book a strategy call with me and my team so you could learn how to do this. And you have us on your side working with you. All right. We'll walk you through exactly what you guys need to get your first set of cars, and you can go out there and go make money to replace your 9 to 5 income. All right. So now let's get back into the video. So number two, the step-by-step process, guys. I'm going to walk you through every single thing. So first step number one is you have to obviously buy a car. So either you already have some vehicles or you're going out there, you're going to go make your first purchase. Now, what type of car? Obviously, you can start off doing the economy vehicles. It's cheap, low barrier to entry. They're reliable vehicles, and typically demand for these cars are almost a year long, 365 days. You could also get started in the luxury and the exotic cars, but those are going to be obviously more expensive. You're going to need to have more money, access to money, either in cash or in credit, and you're going to need to be able to do some marketing to push those vehicles, all right, and paid marketing. All right, now, where do you buy? If you're buying the economy cars, there's several types that you guys can get. Go get you your Hondas, your Toyotas, go get you your Fords, your Chevys, Nissans, cars that are tried and true, they're reliable. Fuel efficient vehicles also. Where do you buy them? Guys, you can do these at auctions. You can go Facebook Marketplace. You can get them from discounts from these small dealerships. There's so many places that you guys can find these vehicles. You can just drive around and see if you find cars that people are looking to buy, to sell, and then go buy them. If you're doing the economy cars now, how much do you spend on these? I don't want you guys spending too much. Anything under $10,000 is good money, all right, for your first one. Ideally, the cheaper, the better. You can get these cars from $2,000 to $5,000, even a whole lot better. So that way, in a few months, cars are already paid off. You got equity in the vehicle, and it's pure profit from then on. Why this car? We're doing these economy cars because they're reliable. All right. Everybody wants to rent those. All right. There's going to be a never ending demand. Like I said, y'all think back to COVID. All right. When COVID was around, the only people that were out and driving were like your delivery drivers. All right. They were still out there to keep the economy alive. Guess what? Those people needed vehicles. Who do you think was giving them those cars? People like us. All right. And so that's the beautiful thing about doing the economy cars. All right. Plus, these vehicles are cheap to maintain. A car goes down, it's not going to cost you much to replace an engine or a fuel pump or brakes or a windshield or tires or any of that stuff. Worst case, you could just go to your junkyard or Facebook Marketplace and you see those things for super cheap. The second step, once you've gotten your vehicle, right, is you need to get it protected. All right, so what do you need? You're going to need some kind of commercial insurance for the vehicles. You're going to need your GPS trackers, and you're going to need rental software for your day-to-day operations. All right, why? Commercial insurance is going to cover you if anything happens. All right, so that way you're protected. Your GPS trackers keeps track of your vehicle, so that way it doesn't get stolen, and you could use it to monitor and manage your renters. And then your rental software is going to handle all the paperwork and all the automation and the payments, all right, that you're going to be collecting. How much does all of this cost? Insurance is going to be anywhere from $80 to $130 per month. Your GPS trackers are also from $80 to $150, and your software is going to run you anywhere from $97 to $147 per month. For rental software, we prefer you use fleetfinesse.com. Our partners are super good. They don't charge any down payments at all, and you can get started immediately with a 7-day trial. All right, now the software is you're going to use this to send contracts, to take your payments, and to manage everything automatically. Okay, now step number 3 is finding your first customer. Some people, this is like the most difficult thing, but some It happens immediately. All right. Now, where do your customers come from? You're going to get your customers from places like Facebook Marketplace, body shops, mechanic shops, being a social butterfly and networking with people, car dealerships. There's so many ways to get your first customer. Social media. What do you do? All right. So essentially, just go walk into these places. Go introduce yourself to them. All right. Go shake hands. Buy them pizza or something. Let them know that you have a car rental business and you got these vehicles. Tell them that you rent cars. A lot of people out there are their own best kept secrets. All right. You have all these nice fancy cars, but you don't ever do anything to let people know that you have them. All right. And you just think the cars are going to market themselves. Go out there and go speak. Go spread the word. Or just post. A lot of you guys are scared to post on social media. You can't make a Facebook Marketplace post. You can't even post on social media on Instagram. Those will get you business. All right. One post will get you tons of customers per day DMing you, asking you for your cars. All right. But some people, for some reason, are allergic to using social media. You got to break out a lot of that stuff, especially if you want to make money in 2026 and beyond. That's how you just go up to these people if you're doing it organically. Man, I remember when I started my exotic car rental business and I was doing the economy cars too. Guys, we used to put lawn signs out. And, in my city, we could only do it from Thursday to Sunday evening. And we would go put lawn signs everywhere in front of all the shopping plazas in my area. And then you have to put them on Thursday and then take them down by Sunday so the city doesn't come and pick them all up. All right, we'd have flyers all printed out and we're putting flyers everywhere. We go to the barber shops, all of that stuff. That's a lot of that guerrilla marketing, that old school guerrilla marketing. But guess what? It built us brand equity in the area, right? And eventually people started to know and recognize us, all right? And so those are just some other things that we did, all right? We took matters into our own hands, in addition to doing other things like social media and all of that stuff. Now, you might be asking, why would they rent from you, right? Why do people want to rent? Why would somebody pay you $400 a week to rent your car? Why can't they just go buy the car? People, there's several reasons. Their car might be in the shop, right? They need something to drive. Maybe their car got repossessed. They can't buy another vehicle. Their credit's messed up, okay? Or some people sometimes are just down on their luck. They don't have vehicles, and they're using these cars for work to make money, so they don't mind paying you from the money that they're making, as long as at least you're giving them a car that they could use to get from point A to point B. You might be asking, how long does all of this take? Once you have your car ready and you've done everything that I gave you guys in step 2, you should have your first renter within the first week. All right. If you actually go out and put in the work and do the steps that I just told you guys, you will get your first customer within a week. All right. And that's the beautiful thing about this model. Let's go into step number 4. All right. This is going to be the actual rental process. So typically the way it would work is the customer is going to contact you, right? So let's just say maybe it was on social media or Facebook Marketplace. They see your vehicle. They're going to send you a DM asking you, hey, is this car still available? All right. And then you tell them, yes, it is. You tell them your terms and conditions. If everything lines up, then they can go book through your rental software. So maybe you'd have a link where they can go and just pay for the car if they pass your criteria. And then now the software is going to send them the contract to sign digitally. It's going to send them their payment link so they can make a deposit in their rental fee payments. And then essentially you guys just arrange a time to meet up, and then you hand over the keys, and then they use your car, they drive it for the period of time, and then they bring it back to you and you keep the money. That's it. That's the entire process, guys. Step number 5 is, once you've gotten the first rental out, the jitters are all out of your system, right? You've seen that Michael wasn't a scammer and wasn't lying. You see that this is tried and true and this can actually work. Now it's time to pour some gasoline on this baby, all right? So how do we scale this? All right. So what do you do with the money that you make? All right. Use it to go buy car number 2. All right. This is a snowball effect. All right. And this is for people starting off slow. I've got a mentee, Eduardo. He came in October, and by December, he already had 18 vehicles. All right. This guy came straight off fresh, never done this before, and went from 0 to 18 cars in 2 months. All right. Some people are that fast, but maybe you're not as fast. Maybe you want to you're more risk adverse and you want to take your time with this stuff. You can start off small, start off with one car and use the proceeds and the revenue you're making from that one car, invest in the second one. All right. Now you might be wondering, well, when do I buy car number 2? Once car number 1 is consistently making you money, it's already out on the road. You will know, because people will keep DMing you and asking you for cars. You need to fulfill that demand. So it's time to go get car number 2. And once that's gone, car number 3. All right. You might be wondering, how do you grow this, right? So just keep adding cars. All right. You just keep adding cars at a time using the profits. All right. That's the beautiful thing about this industry. So now it could self-sustain itself. And as long as you're managing your money well, you're keeping the expenses low, you're not doing stupid things, you're following the teachings. Maybe you're in my mentorship, you're following everything that we tell you guys to do. You should be able to have these cars out there profitable, making your cars, coming back safely, and you're just constantly reinvesting the money and getting more vehicles. And this is the golden question. Now, when can you replace your salary? It depends on how much you make, but typically a few cars I see can replace most people's salaries. Let's just say you make only $5,000 a month. 3 cars will replace that. All right. You make $10,000 a month, 6 cars will replace that. You make $15,000 per month, 9 cars will replace that salary. That's the simple math, guys. All right. Once you get to that, we call it the freedom number. Once you get to your freedom number, you can essentially quit your job if you want to, or maybe exceed your freedom number a little bit. And that's it, guys. You're off to the races. Let's go into section number 3, right? Why does this work? It's simple, right? The business model is already proven. This isn't some new fly-by-night thing or some new AI type buzzword, because that's the shiny object syndrome right now for the year of the past 2, 3 years is AI, everything AI, everything. They're taking basic stuff and wrapping it with an AI wrapper, and then everybody is throwing money at it, guys. A lot of those things are not tried and true. All right, we don't even know what direction of AI is going to stick and what's going to fall off because 90% of it is all fluff. It's all slop. All right, and it's going to fall through very soon. You don't want to get hung up on shiny object syndrome. So with rentals, we're not inventing anything new. People need cars. Transportation is one of our basic needs, right? There's always been demand. Back from even when there were horses, all right? There are people out there renting our horses to other people. Good thing about when you set up a car rental business is you control everything, right? This is your own platform, your own book of business that you could pass down to your kids. You can have partners in, and you guys can build something and then open up locations in different cities, all right? So you control everything. And by that, I mean, you control the customers, who you serve and who you choose not to serve. And then your inventory of cars, you have control of all of that. It's not an algorithm that's dictating which car is going to move more and which one's not going to move. Now, another thing too is it's not passive, but it's simple. I like to say if you're doing the exotic cars and you're doing the luxury cars, that's definitely not passive because most people rent those cars a few days at a time. So you're going to have to clean them up and all that, get them ready for the next renter. But if you're doing the economy cars and you're following the blueprint that we teach in the academy, we're doing more long-term rentals, and that makes it more semi-passive. Okay. But I love it because it's simple. All right. You're not having to talk to these customers every single day. No, they take the car on Monday and they're keeping it for a month. You're not talking to them except maybe once a week or so just to check in on them. Okay. And that's the beautiful thing about that, right? As long as you just service the cars when the service is due, you screen your customers the right way, and you're just collecting your money, and you keep staying on top of your money and the flow of money in and out of your business, that's pretty much it. What makes this different from a job? All of a sudden you find out that your income isn't capped at your salary. You make essentially what you want to make, right? Hey, number one customer, you might want to charge them $500 a week. The next customer, you might want to charge only $300 a week. You might decide you want to increase your capacity and get 2 cars, 3 cars, 4 cars so you could increase your income. At the end of the day, the only ceiling is yourself and the limits that you place on yourself in this industry. All right. That's the beautiful thing about it. And then also you're building up equity, all right? Because as the renters are paying off your cars, just like with real estate, but a little way faster, you own the cars. As long as you have the right risk management practices in place and you're not out there getting your car stolen or in accidents, your cars are going to start to pay off themselves. And then eventually you wake up one day, a few months later, and you own all of these cars outright. You can still now, I have some mentees, they use a strategy where they rent the cars for 4 to 6 months and then they sell them to the same renters that have the cars, right? Now they're making money on the same car 2 to 3 times. Another beautiful thing that makes this different from your job is you can grow it as big as you want. There's no cap on that. Unlike with an organization, with your job, you're capped at how far. If you have a vice president or a general manager that's above you and isn't leaving anytime soon until they retire, you're capped. You're never going to go beyond them. But with this, you can grow as much as you want to grow. And beautiful thing is too, guys, you're not trading your hours for dollars. And for me, this was the most important reason why I decided to quit my corporate America job, because not only was it destroying my health, I found myself not spending as much time with my family. I was always behind the desk. I was trading my hours for dollars to build somebody else's company. I just wasn't fulfilled anymore. And I knew I couldn't retire my mom doing that. And I had to get from behind the desk. But the beautiful thing with this is the cars go out there and go do the work for you. And that's why I love it. Replacing your salary with a car rental business is simple. Okay. It's not overcomplicated. Buy a car, get your insurance, get your GPS trackers, go get you your rental software with Fleet Finesse. It'll handle all your paperwork. Go find your customers, go out there, do the marketing strategies that I've given you guys. And then once you start making profit within a week of getting the car and you rent it out and money's coming in, save that money. Don't go blow it up at the clubs. Don't go all of a sudden start splurging because you want to be like the people on Instagram and you want to show off with all that lifestyle marketing. No, guys, invest that money. Keep growing the business. A business is like a newborn baby. You've got to keep on feeding and suckling that baby until that baby is able to walk and that baby goes to elementary and middle school and high school and all of that stuff, and then that baby's able to go out in the world and go fend for itself. Nurture that business until that business is stable, and then you can start to reap the rewards. Trust me, guys. All right, that's the way every business out there, not just the car rental business, works. That's why you see all these tech companies, the Fortune 500 companies, they will tell you they were running in the negative for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and then all of a sudden they become the mega multi-billion dollar companies that we see today. Amazon, Jeff Bezos was running on fumes for years before it became what it is today. Sometimes it might take some trial. The first few years might be you trying to figure out your avatar, figure out the right cars, figure out your processes, especially if you're doing this without mentorship. You're going to lose some money, you're going to lose some time. And that's where, guys, seeking mentorship really comes into play, right? So that way you don't make those mistakes. You don't have to traverse through the wilderness for 40 years. All right. Instead, somebody just takes you straight to the promised land where you need to go. All right. So, guys, just like I said earlier, buy the car, go get your insurance, get your trackers, get your rental software, and go out there and go rent those cars. All right. It's not that complicated. All right. It's not some get rich quick scheme either. Okay. This is a real business, has been around for over 100 years, and you can start it with just one car. All right. So, once again, if you are serious about doing this, all right, and you want help getting started, click the link in the description right now to book a strategy call with either me or my team, and we'll walk you through exactly what you guys need to do to get your first car and go out there and go make money. But guys, guess what? I don't make any promises, all right? For all I know, you might be the laziest bum out there. I can't guarantee your success or nothing. I give zero guarantees. At the end of the day, we work as hard as you work, all right? You come in here and you have unrealistic expectations, I can't help you. You come in here, you have no money. You can't even buy a car, or you can't even pay for a mentorship. This is not for you, all right? At the end of the day, we want people who are motivated. We want people who have the resources to get started. And then those are the people that we can help, and then we can set you on the right way to making some good money to where you can replace your 9 to 5 job like we've helped several other people out there do. And in that way, you can get the financial freedom that you deserve and enjoy that quality time with your family. If this is what you guys really want, click the link right now and speak to a member of our team so we can get you signed up for the academy. Until then, guys, for the rest of you guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.